I'm very, very pleased to welcome the recent update to the travel advisory published by the United States Department of State. As of today, May 29, 2025, the U.S. Department of State has upgraded its classification of Jamaica for the purposes of travel from level 3 to level 2, a classification shared by many much larger and more developed countries than ours. There is as close as Dom Rep, Panama, and as far away as Spain, the UK, Germany, and others. They're all at level 2, so we are in good company. This improvement is a timely acknowledgement of Jamaica's continued progress in enhancing public safety as well as the travel experience for visitors. The improved level acknowledges even lower risk levels for visitors, because you would recall that we have shared previously, and Minister Bartlett would never forgive me if I did not remind, that Jamaica is rated as one of, if not the safest resort location in the entire Latin America and Caribbean region, with a Gallup rating of 0.01%.
Hello my beautiful people, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Trending Pulse Worldwide. My name is Amy and I'm so glad you're here. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, because we always dive into conversations that really matter. Now, today's topic is about something that Jamaicans have been discussing a lot: traveling to the US and Canada. And many people know that Jamaica is such a gem, beautiful culture, amazing people, and a strong influence worldwide. But when it comes to travel, things can get a little complicated. Now, the United States recently eased its travel advisory for Jamaica, lowering it to level 2. And the reason they gave is that the crime rate has reduced. But Jamaicans are pointing out something interesting, and they're saying, if Jamaica is considered high crime, then what about the US, where crime rates in certain states are even higher? Why is it that Jamaica constantly gets painted with this broad brush, while America, with its own challenges, doesn't carry the same stigma? That's where today's discussion really gets powerful. So let's hear from Jamaicans themselves, because they have a lot to say on this issue. Then I'll be back and we can talk about it. Let's take a look.
Some of y'all been lying on Jamaica. Less than 0.1% of crimes in Jamaica actually happen against tourists. In fact, the U.S. State Department recently visited Jamaica, looked at all of their statistics and data around crime and safety, and actually lowered their travel advisory for Jamaica from a level 3 to a level 2. Now, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Airbnbs in Jamaica, and no one's going to invest time and resources to open up an Airbnb if violence and crime against tourists in Jamaica is at an all-time high, which is not. Again, this points to why Black media, particularly Black travel media, is so important, because no one is telling that story about Jamaica, which is what they're trying to do. Jamaica has already made $2.4 billion in tourism this year. The U.S. has contributed a bit to that. Here's how. Because of all of the bad policies that are coming out of the U.S., visa bans, travel bans, travelers are skipping the U.S., particularly Canadian travelers skipping the U.S. and taking their money to Jamaica. And some of the biggest spenders in Jamaica tourism are African Americans. African Americans love Jamaica so much because it's an opportunity for us to connect with our roots. Travelers report that they feel recognized and validated in Jamaica.
There's a travel advisory from the U.S. State Department for Jamaica right now, and they're telling people to reconsider travel. And my only thing with that is that if you're telling me to reconsider travel because of the high crime in Jamaica, what would other countries say about America? Like, is there not high crime here? There's a great chance that I can walk outside and anything can happen to me here in America. So I just feel like, I'm trying to plan a birthday trip for myself, and Jamaica's on that list of places I want to go to. And I'm just like, are y'all being fair? Because what would people rate America? Like, that's my real question right now.
Now, the United States of America has eased the Jamaica travel advisory to level 2 due to the decline of crime in Jamaica. Yes, the United States has revised the travel advisory for Jamaica to level 2. And now they're urging Americans to exercise increase in caution rather than reconsider traveling to Jamaica. Now, I'm not sure if the United States really know this, but tourists are safer in Jamaica than even Jamaicans, because Jamaicans look out for them and most of them protect the tourists. The only way these tourists are not protected unless they're doing something wrong. And come on, United States, crime is all over the world. Some of the United States state are worse than Jamaica. I mean, I think Jamaica is rid of crime. It's just that the security forces are now more active and they're getting more support.
Not America telling people that Jamaica is a level 3 on the travel advisory. Not America telling people to exercise increased precaution when going to Jamaica. Not America telling people not to walk at night when they go to Jamaica. Not America telling people not to take public transportation when they go to Jamaica. Not America telling people to travel with travel insurances when they go to Jamaica. Not America telling people to reconsider their travel plans when they're going to Jamaica. America. Now we live here, okay? And in the past few days, how many SA cases has there been in just America alone? We don't have people creating mass shootings every 3 business days, okay? Where is the travel advisory for the United States of America? Talking about be safe when you go to Jamaica. You need to be safe when you live in here because the air we breathe in America isn't safe. The food we eat in America isn't safe. The water bottles we drink out of in America isn't safe. The formula we feed our babies in America isn't safe. Talking about it's not safe. Violence everywhere. It doesn't matter which country, there is violence everywhere. So please don't be singling out these little Caribbean countries that their tourism is top notch, okay? Because what? Nobody's going to Puerto Rico and Hawaii? So, ma'am, you mad? Yeah, we going. We not canceling our trips.
First, when we talk about visa-free travel, Jamaicans can enter Canada for short stays without much trouble, but the United States still has strict visa requirements. And that's not just for Jamaicans. The US immigration system is tough for almost everyone outside their close allies. But here's the bigger conversation. America calls Jamaica unsafe, yet in reality, many Jamaicans are saying, look at your own statistics, because the US has some of the highest gun violence rates in the world and issues with mass shootings that Jamaica simply doesn't experience in the same way. So why is Jamaica being singled out? And on top of that, Jamaica isn't just a country that people are desperate to leave. It's a treasure in itself. Tourists from around the world keep flocking there for reggae, culture, beaches, food, and their history as well. And Jamaica has produced world-class athletes, musicians, and innovators. So when America issues these travel advisories, it almost feels like they are overlooking the progress Jamaica has made while ignoring their own struggles at home. And here's the thing, Jamaicans aren't begging for access to America. They're just asking for fairness. If crime reduction in Jamaica is acknowledged, then the same standards should apply when judging other countries as well. Well, at the end of the day, Jamaica is a place people want to visit, not just to live. And while travel policies may remain strict, what stands out is how Jamaicans are questioning the double standards and proudly reminding the world that their island is a gem, no matter what the US State Department has to say about it. So guys, that is it for today. Let's have a discussion in the comments below. Drop your thoughts. I want to hear from you. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Trending Pulse Worldwide for more stories just like this. Thank you so much for sticking around. My name is Amy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.